Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to take a look at the INT Chilled after his Extreme Z Awakening on DBZ Dokkan battle. Now INT Chilled is a super strike unit, which means he is free to play. He is a instant physical type lead of Ki +3, HP attack and defense is 70%. He greatly raises defense 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and greatly lowers attack. He has attack and defense of 30% per Ki sphere, and he also gets an additional attack and defense of 30% per INT Ki sphere that he has obtained. He also gets an additional attack and defense of 60% when performing a super, Ki +2 and chance of performing a crit, and chance of evasion of 50% when there's another 2 or more Inhuman Deeds category characters on the team. And he has a high chance of stunning all the enemies when there is a super class enemy. So let's talk a little bit about him. Obviously, in terms of hidden potential system, when you have 50% evasion and 50% crit chance, and it's pretty easy to get, you're looking at things like Inhuman Deeds characters. Not too hard for him to get on his team. So realistically speaking, you don't have like a huge issue with getting basically like a whole bunch of benefits. So essentially what you want to do at this point is just build them additional and benefit fully from that. Link wise, Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Strongest Can Space, Thirst for Conquest, Bombardment, Super Strike, Shattering the Limit, all standard links for a Super Strike character pretty much. Wicked Bloodlines, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, Crossover, Space Traveling Warriors, and obviously, Shattering the Limit, Storied Figures are his link sets. Overall, as a unit, if I'm being entirely honest, he's pretty good. I think he has the highest, I believe he has the highest like gain for a unit like overall in the game. What I mean by that is I think he has the highest nuking like value in the game as a unit, which is very, very interesting. So for me, like looking at him, I definitely find him to be pretty good, but he's very orb dependent. Kind of guy who with 6 orbs can have like 400k defense, which is amazing, and then also 2 minutes later get like 2 orbs and absolutely be horrendous. So definitely is kind of a catch-22 situation where you need to prioritize orbs for him. It would have been nice if he made orbs, but then I doubt they would have made his boost so high. So definitely is something that's really good for him. But at the same time, I do think that if you want to specifically see the best out of him, you're going to have to basically, to cut a long story short, you're going to have to really try to build up his like orbs. If you can get his orbs up, then you're going to see a really crazy unit and you're going to have a really good time with him. If you don't get his orbs up, then you're not going to see the same unit that you probably would see without it. With that being said, I do find him to be a ton of fun. I think realistically he's a great unit, and he really is someone that I enjoyed trying out. I think he's an interesting option, and it's great to have a really good free-to-play nuking option for characters. We'll post some shorts with this guy in the I'll post some shorts of this guy in the punching bag events, but he really is super duper good for nuking events and everything like that. All in all, his defense can hit some really good numbers. We're looking at 7 million attack stats here, which is obviously very impressive, but we can see some very good numbers as well. Defensively he can hit, depending on orbs, 500-600k pretty easily, and I think overall he's a good character. I do think, for me, he's not exactly what Frieza's team needed. Frieza's team probably needed more a support / tankier option and things like that. But I do think ultimately at the end of the day, he looks really cool, and I don't know. I like him. I think he's a lot of fun. I think he's really a good unit, and for me, I have to be honest, I think he's cool. I ultimately think he's really, really cool. And I really am enjoying how good he looks as a unit. with that being said, obviously, you have to kind of take the good and the bad. So I do think obviously he has some limitations which you may want to consider for him as a unit. But yeah, with that being said, I think ultimately good unit, nice, probably one of the better super strike units we've had. I don't think we've had a super strike unit that can hit 500k defense and 7 million attack stats and things like that. Like, he is definitely very good as a unit, and I think that's something that's really awesome overall. Like I say though, it's going to depend on your orbs, so don't expect consistency from him if you aren't able to guarantee him orbs. However, really fun, really enjoyed using him, and yeah, I think for me as a unit, a ton of fun to use. So yeah, for me, really great free-to-play option. Now if you have any questions or anything, obviously you can let me know. It would be great to hear what your opinion is of him. I think for me, really good overall, but I'd like to hear what some people have to say, because I do understand his limitations. Link wise, a decent link set, but super strike and bombardment are always going to cause you problems, just because of the nature of super strike units and how it all works. It's not easy to get bombardment. It's a very super strike specific link. It does limit them a bit, But yeah, that's basically gonna be it for me. Honestly, let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, basically that is everything that we need to know about him. We'll try him out in some punching bag events. I think it'll definitely be a lot of fun to see how hard he can hit. But yeah, that's it from me. Bye.